Welcome back to another episode of Cali Talks, where your host G turns everyday stories into extraordinary adventures. From the funny to the deeply inspiring, G's got California covered. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Hey everybody, it's me, Geronimo, and I am your host, G. Welcome back to another episode, and today I have a special guest with me today, and she is Camila Acosta. She's an amazing model that I worked with before, and one of the content that you've seen in my social media and for some of my clients. So please welcome Camila Acosta to the show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So today we're gonna go down to memory lane where we're gonna talk a little bit about how her life has been here in the States, what she's done, what she's looking to accomplish, a little bit about her life as a model, content creator for social Instagram, and try to empower a little bit of every single one of you guys out there to chase your dreams and go out there and just follow your dreams and really put the time and the hustle to make the life that you're looking to achieve. So, Cami, tell me a little bit because you and I were immigrants. We come from the same country. We come from Colombia. We came here to this country with nothing but a dream and an idea to be successful in this country. Tell me first, what this made you come to the States? What was that idea to want to come to the States? And then we'll dive a little bit deeper into memory lane and talk about your past.
Okay, so first I want to talk about my childhood.
Of course.
From Colombia. I born and raised in Medellin.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a model for 4 years ago. I was a synchronized swimmer, so I moved here because I have a big dreams. I have a really big main goal that I wanna trying to make in it, and I'm work really hard about it. So yeah.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about that being a swimmer, a synchronized swimmer. How's that? Why you decided to become a synchronized swimmer?
Okay, when I was a child, I always loved water. That was my passion. And one day, my mom told me like, okay, maybe you can be a good swimmer because I know that you look really good in the water and you love to be
In the water?
Yeah, inside the water. So when I had like 5 years,
Old?
5 years, yeah. I'm start to do synchronized swimmer, and
Mhm.
I was really happy over there, and that's why my start
So
with the
basically, you
water.
started with a passion that you had to thrive for water, for swimming, but you could have been a normal swimmer. Why synchronized swimming? What was that? Was it like the art behind it? Like why did you chose to be exactly that specific?
Okay, I choose synchronized swimmer because I love to dance.
Okay.
So I think that's why
Like good Colombians,
yeah.
we all love to dance. So like a good Colombian, you decided to combine your two passions, dancing and swimming.
Uh-huh.
What a great mix.
So that's why I prefer to do synchronized
Swimming.
swimmer, than just be a swimmer, a regular swimmer, because it's really different. So I'm start like that, and I love to dance. So my mother was like, "Okay, maybe you can do it. So you can try it," and I'm trying. And
How was
I,
the journey?
the journey was hard. The journey was hard because I had to train a lot,
Like
like
almost
6 days
what, like
per
6 days
week
per week.
and 5 hours per day.
So
So
you were in shape. You were cut, lean. Like I mean, you still are. Look at you. I
thank
mean,
you.
you're more in shape than I am. Look at you. But okay, so you started really young. For how many years do you keep on doing that?
So I practiced this sport for 17 years.
Okay.
So that was a long journey. So, but I was really happy because with this sport, I can be more disciplined. I
Mhm.
can work more hard with my dreams. So I think that's a really good part of my life to do a really good stuff in the future.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so now tell me a little bit of how you decided to go from being a professional synchronized swimmer to all this fashion, photography, modeling, acting. Because I know that your first commercial here in the States was the commercial I produced not too long, well, a little while ago. So tell me what made you change careers like that.
So when I was a child, I always loved to be a model. I
Okay.
always wanted to become
So
a
you have multiple
model.
passions.
Yeah, of course. So I'm a lawyer in Colombia. I'm a lawyer, but I always loved to be a model. I every day when I was a child, I was like, I want to be a model. I want to do runways. I want to, like all this stuff. So when I decided to move here, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna move for a new country, new life, new stuff, I wanna do something that I always want to do. And in Colombia, modeling stuff was like, not too good. I even tried it a lot.
Yeah.
So I told like, okay, I'm ready maybe to move another country and trying to making it. But I always love to do modeling stuff always, and
Well, I mean,
photos and runways and everything.
this is what gets my curiosity out is that Colombia is known for fashion, for modeling, coffee, and among other things. But why you decided to be like, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna go to the US and I'm gonna really try to make it where it's a country that is you know a first world country where if you make it everywhere. So why did you decide, even though that in Colombia it's somewhat perhaps a little bit easier to become famous and like be a professional model of this, why do you decided to take the hard, difficult road of changing your life, coming to the US and start this career here instead of there?
So honestly, my dream was too big, and I know that in Colombia,
It was too big for the country.
yeah, and in Colombia it's hard to be short and do modeling stuff. Honestly, it's really hard. So I'm start to research everything. Like, okay, maybe in United States it's gonna be more easy for me. So I decided to move here and just start to making it. And of course,
just working
I
hard
know,
for it.
yeah, and of course, and I know that here we have more opportunities, but it's not to have, you have to create it.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to create your own opportunities, and you have to follow your dreams. If you follow your dreams, maybe the opportunity is gonna come to you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
will come because
But you have to
you're
work a
making
lot.
you
Not
you
just
have to work a
to
lot.
think about it.
No,
It's
believe
just,
me.
yeah.
Well, speaking of working hard and working a lot, let's step into a little bit of that experience of creating that commercial together. Because I know, I
Yeah.
mean, this is something that's hard. Because me as a producer, when I came your profile across on Instagram, I was like, okay, how do I approach you without being a creep or be a total weirdo about this project? Because I bet that you get a lot of those of people like, I mean, we're in LA. There's a lot of fake people. There's a bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to keep myself safe from that. So tell me why you decided to open my DM and be like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to at least to what he has to say and see what we can do together.
Okay, so for the commercial, I had to say that was a really, really, really great experience for me, because that was my first commercial that I made here in United States. So for me it was a wow,
A whole
huge
experience.
opportunity. So whole experience and everything, I was really, really happy to make it. But I first I saw you on Instagram, your profile. I was like, okay, he's a good photographer, he's a good producer. So I saw all your jobs that you made, and my manager and we decided to give you a like, and then I'll follow you, and we just trying to to create the opportunity.
Yeah, to create the opportunity.
We create the opportunity because
No,
I follow
absolutely.
you, I give you a like, and then we just waiting to hear you back.
To hear
And
back
then
from me.
and then just happened, and we were like, okay, we're ready.
Okay.
And then you told me all the project and everything, and I was like, of course.
You're like,
I wanna do it
you're
right
like,
now.
I wanna
Yeah,
do it.
I'm ready. I'm ready to making it. And when I know that you were Colombian, I was like, okay, this is gonna be huge, because we're like family. So
Yes, absolutely.
I was really, really, really happy with that opportunity.
Honestly, that means a lot to me though, because like, it's hard to get people to trust you, mainly as a producer, because people are like, oh yeah, producers this, producer that. or sometimes there's people that claim to be artists or photographers just to be like do random weird stuff
Yeah,
with
no.
models and stuff. So the fact that you and your manager gave me that chance, because honestly, my expectations were a tad little too low, because I was like, okay, well, we'll send a DM, but I was like, I saw your following. I'm like, 250,000 followers. I'm like, what are the odds that out of 250,000 followers, which is 250,000 or something like that, that you have, what are the odds that she's gonna go into the request and pick up mine up and be like, you know what? Tell me what you have to say. So that was shocking. So how is this process for you of being a model? Because at least for me as a producer, it is tough. But we're in a total different end of things. Like me, I look to create opportunities for people, and you're looking to get the opportunity for you to get out there, to be known, to be seen, to be heard. How is that process for you as a model and a social media content creator to be seen? Because nowadays, this is the 21st century, the media is saturated. Like creating content is a full-time job. So how is this for you? Because you're posting, I see you posting every day, every week. You're coming up with this. You have perfumes sponsoring you. You have a bunch of brands like reaching out to you, doing stuff for that. How is that for you? How was the process first of you getting there? How was the process of you getting there?
Okay. So when I came to United States, I know that I want to start to doing it. I don't know in that time. I don't know how.
You didn't have a clue of how to do it, but you just knew you wanted to do it.
Yeah. Yes, of course. But we start to know some people. We're trying to meet with a new people. So
you started networking a little bit here and there.
So the journey, it's been like a little hard, but I feel really, really grateful and blessing. And blessing because in the beginning, I started to do e-commerce modeling with a studios
and everything.
And
so they had the whole shebang.
Yeah, so in the studios with brands, with jeans brands, with sport brands. So that was really, really good for me. And
was a nice experience.
Yeah, it was a good first step for me. Was a good. So then with my manager and I, we were like, okay, we need to create content now.
Like we have to get on this right here, right now.
Yes. So every week, like 3 posts to create with our own clothes, with our own stuff. Everything. Yeah. We start like that.
And how's that process?
And then we have a lot of shootings together. We're trying to make it and everything. And then we start to talk with the brands and make deals. So that was really good for me because I can create more content with them and with the clothes, jewelry, perfumes, sport brand. They trusted me, and that was really good for me because now it's been honestly like 2.5 years to create.
That you've been doing that.
Yeah, creating content.
What do you think was the key factor that got those brands to choose you out of the millions of influencers out there?
Honestly, be me.
Just being yourself.
Just being me.
Just being yourself.
And I'm trying to show the people what I can do, what I want to show them, trying to look new spots, new poses, new face with my makeup and everything. Yeah. So I think with the process of creation is really important because if one brand wanna support you, you have to know, okay, I have this brand. I wanna make this deal. I wanna make these photos. I wanna make this like a good stuff because I know with a good job I can make more things in another level. You know, because
with every little thing you do is gonna take you 2 steps further.
Yeah, and then I meet you. So that was really good because that was my first commercial, and I was like, I'm super happy.
How's it been for you after that commercial?
Oh my God. I want more.
You want more, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody wants more.
Because of course that I was with my face, my body, and trying to show the people
what
something.
You're capable of.
Yeah, the history.
What you can do.
Yes. But with that commercial, acting,
You're acting,
so with the commercial acting, and I like that. So
you like that.
Yeah.
So out of commercials and everything, because you do everything.
Mm-hmm.
On your social media, you do photography, you do
Mm-hmm.
modeling. I've done
Videos,
photos for
yeah.
you, which you're an amazing model.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
out of, if you were forced to choose, or if you had to choose, would you go with modeling or would you go with acting? And so why? Why would you choose either or
I
if
think,
you had to choose?
okay, if I had to choose,
Which one would it be
model.
and why?
Model, of course. That's what I wanna show me.
That's what you
Like
want to
just
do.
be me, show my poses, my face, and everything. That's what I wanna show. But I know that acting is really important to be a model, and maybe
Because it
getting
helps you to
another
express a little bit
level.
better.
Yeah.
It helps you to get a little bit more
Yes,
relaxed
because
with
it's,
yourself, more
yeah.
comfortable with
If you're a
yourself.
model, you have to
You
just
know,
move,
be comfortable with your
acting,
body, be
show the
comfortable with yourself.
emotions,
Exactly.
show everything, not just being like this. No, trying to show where you feel, what you want to show, what you want to show us, and yeah.
Let's jump a little bit into memory lane. We're immigrants, and in this country, there is a lot of, perhaps a little bit of taboo about immigrants, like immigrants this, immigrants that. How's the process for you to not, I mean, what I mean by this is how has it been for you, like emotionally wise and feeling wise, of being a foreigner, like being a part of the minority? How does it affect you at all? Does it make you like discouraged? Does it make you feel, how does it make you feel to be different in this country?
So makes different is really good
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's the point. Just be different with my hair, with my body, with my face. Obviously, in the beginning was hard for me, like emotional, because I was like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to pose. I don't know how to show my emotions because I feel that my personality is like being serious girl. So for me, it's like like something huge to trying to show the people how how am I gonna do something? Like for example, do a sexy photo, do like a irreverent photo, or show the people my emotions. So yeah, it's been a it's been a long journey. It's good, but take time. You have to meet with the right people. You have to pushing and pushing you and pushing you in the best way that you can be and you can do, like all the stuff like eat good, trying to do a lot of sports, trying to work hard, and
But for example, like in an emotional level, like until today, has there been any like regret of coming to the States and changing your life for something that
no,
is
no.
so hard to achieve? Because once you achieve it, you achieve it. You're set for success. But the rat race, it really comes about or comes to a point where you really have to be certain that you want to do it and really go for it, because it's a really hard process, it's a
And
painful process,
push.
it's a sad process, because when I don't know if how it is for you and your partner, but at least when in my case that it's a lone wolf situation, um it's just me, like I'm not getting any encouragement aside from my mom, but for me is like I have to encourage myself to go out there every day
Never
and be
give
like,
up.
you know what, yeah, so what, I'm part of the minority, I'm Latino, a lot of people may like me, a lot of people may hate me, but you know what, fuck this, I'm came to this country to be successful, to be number one. And at this point I learned something really really important, which was to really not give a fuck, and apologies my language. I really learned how to not give a fuck about what people think, because when you care about what they think and what they say about you, you're putting your energy into that, and you really need to keep your energy within yourself to really get going and achieve what you want to achieve.
Well, that's
So
true.
how is it for you? Like, just to have you ever thought about just leaving everything behind and go back home, or have you just been like so certain to the point that you're like, I'm gonna stay until I make it?
So in the beginning, I had to be honest, I feel really insecure
Okay.
for
Like we
everything.
all.
For yeah,
We're coming to a new country.
for my
It's only
body,
us.
for my face, for my English. Oh my God, I
The
feel
English
like
is that I feel you on that one.
so I feel really, really insecure But when I'm start to see a bunch of models here, different size, different cultures, different bodies, I was like, no, I can do this. I
Like you
can
can
do
do
this.
this.
Yeah, I can do this. So every day I'm start to doing like something that put me like near to that dream. Like I
Something
can,
that pushes you.
yeah, every day, one photo, go to the gym, good, trying to eat good, something. But I have to start to doing more stuff to
That
be like
encourages you.
close, yeah, to be close for that dream. But in the beginning it was hard, but right now, 2 years after, I feel more secure because I told you that I saw a bunch of models, so I was like, yes,
After you saw that,
yeah,
that really
yeah.
encouraged
When
you
I
to
saw
push
that, I was
through.
like, no, I can make it, of course.
You're like,
I have to work hard and with passion, not just because I have to do it, not just with passion, and trying to getting better with everything, with my poses, with my emotions, with everything. And now at this point, I feel honestly really blessed and really good. And of course, that I wanna making it more bigger.
like now,
Yeah,
now that you've done those things, and
yeah,
now that you've experienced and you've had a taste of it, now you're like, you know what? I want it. I
yeah.
want to just keep on going.
And honestly, Colombians never
We're
give up.
stubborn.
Never
We're
give up.
stubborn. We
Never,
never give up.
never.
It doesn't matter how
Yes.
hard it gets, how
Mhm.
difficult it gets. We just keep pushing.
Yes, just do it.
Con berraquera.
Con berraquera.
Así es como tiene que
Sí,
ser.
así tiene que ser.
Ah, buenísimo. So, Cami, tell me, is there anything that you would tell people to encourage them to chase their dreams? Because your story is, it can't be any more inspiring and admiring because you dropped everything. You had a business, which you still own, you still run, you still
Mhm.
profit from that, but you decided to leave everything behind, run it from afar, and come to a total different country, total different culture, total different language to chase your dream. What will you tell people to encourage them to follow that dream and to go and get what they desire and what they dream about?
Okay. So if you have a big dream,
Mm-hmm.
just go for it. Just trying to making it. Sometimes we don't know how,
Yeah.
but you know that you want that. So just trying to making it and
You don't
trying.
know how, but you know the what.
Yeah, yeah. So that's important, and just work hard every day, and never forget that it's step by step. So
Yeah.
you have to push and push and push and push and push. And I know with patience and time, everyone can make it. So
Everybody
that's
will
my
make it.
best advice. Just do it. Don't overthinking a lot. You can do it, and that's it.
So basically, just don't get caught up on your feelings, on your ideas of, am I worth enough? Can I do it? Is it something possible?
Of
Like,
course that you're gonna have all that.
you're gonna have all those thoughts.
Yeah.
So basically, you will tell people like, just put those thoughts to rest
So
and
you
just
need
focus on what you want to do.
yeah, you need to just first think about it, then trying to tell, and of
Like,
course,
put it out there in the
yeah,
universe.
yeah, and just manifest and work hard
Work
because
hard.
it's gonna be a long journey. But if you have the patience, if you have the time, you wanna making it, you have just work hard, work every day to be close for that dream.
So would you say that? What would you say to the people that they want to make it, but they think that they're owed that? Like, people think that they're gonna be the next greatest actor just by being beautiful or by being good at acting. It's not only just being good at that or being beautiful. It's really about putting the time and
Discipline.
putting the effort and
Yeah.
be disciplined to really go after that.
Yeah, you
That's
have
the
to
key,
be
you would
you
say.
have yeah, you have to be disciplined, and I think you have to make a plan in your mind. So
Like a roadmap.
yeah, you have to be a map. You have to be a
Make a map.
make
Yeah.
a map and make a plan, and you just go for it. And it's really important if you have a big dream, of course, that you have to be out of your comfort zone.
So comfort zone is something that you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
Comfort is the
Yeah.
last thing you want.
Yeah.
You want.
Yes.
You want to be out of that zone to really
And just try
try
it. Yeah, and just try it. Yeah.
That's actually really interesting to know. Well, Cami, thank you so much for being
Thank
so special, for
you.
taking the time to coming out here to LA. I know it's crazy with traffic out there, but thank you for coming out here to
Thank you.
just give me the time to really inspire people on going out there chasing the dreams. Because as foreigners, it's something that we can utilize to really get people out there to push hard and to really get what they want.
Yeah.
If you and I were able to get to the point that we're at right now, where we're in a good point in our careers, but we can get better,
Of
and we
course.
can use that to encourage people to get even further, it's all I care about. So
Yeah.
thank you for taking the time to come with
Thank
me
you
to
for
help inspire
having
people.
me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think a fallen angel just walked by.